I never really understood this before. Once you make the connection between quantum physics and Islam, there's no going back. So if you take a look at our body, we have 3 neural networks. We have the brain, the heart, and the gut. Let's start at the brain. So as you know, the brain is responsible for thinking, learning, and for memory, which is how we make decisions and solve problems. And in order to make the best decisions, we need blood circulation and oxygen, which is why Muslims pray 5 times a day. We pray 5 times a day, not only to get closer to Allah, but to reset our brain. And in order to reset our brain, we need blood flow. That's why those prayers, they're not easy sometimes. And when you're in the prostrate position, you're actually enhancing the blood flow to your brain, which is why after prayer, a lot of people find themselves having more clarity. And if it's not more clarity, then it's more peace. Because enhanced blood circulation means that you can concentrate and make better decisions. Now we're moving on to the heart. So the heart is your emotional function. This is where you express feelings of sadness, happiness, empathy, fear, courage. And if the heart does not have positive feelings, then it must be purified, which is super important in Islam. Before we do anything, we need to start off with intention from the heart. Because whatever state your heart is in, it plays an important role on your behavior and your social interactions with others. Like, have you ever been around a depressed person and then you feel depressed after, even though you were perfectly fine? So imagine if you don't purify your heart, what energy is that sending out to others? And that's why charity and doing good deeds is super important in Islam. It's encouraged almost literally every single day. Because when you're doing good by others, you'll only get that good back. Now lastly, the gut. The gut is responsible for our physical actions. Have you ever made plans to go somewhere and your gut feeling tells you not to go? Well, your gut intuition is only as strong as the stuff you feed it. So that's why in Islam, we are not allowed to eat certain things, and we have to eat halal food. I never really understood this before until I searched for a deeper meaning behind it. For those who don't know, we're only allowed to eat animals that didn't suffer in death. Because if that animal was suffering before it died, and energy cannot be created or destroyed, we're actually absorbing the pain and suffering from that animal, and we're bringing it into our own body. And that's why you see a lot of processed foods and meats. They're often linked to depression and anxiety. And this is just the facts. And that's just like 1% of the connection I made between science and Islam. There is so much more, y'all. Subhanallah.